all I need is a name and a photo, and they'll disappear, you know? And, like, you know, I do my best. I'm like, hey, friend, it's cool, whatever. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Freaking... It's like talking to people is... Like, doing this format with the podcast. Like, I know, like, on this episode, I'm talking a lot more. But, like...
Thank God.
I know. But, like, even when we have guests, my social anxiety runs so high. I think this is the most I've ever talked on an episode. And
is that what it is? Because, oh, my God, I'm
is.
like, oh... Azalea does so many other podcasts. She's just tired of this shit.
No, it's social anxiety.
Oh my God. Well, you're fabulous, and you should talk more, because I'm just like, I'm going to fucking ruck all this fucking content.
God. I'm on, like, one other podcast, and that hasn't even launched yet, because we're still recording, so.
So y'all are being cryptids.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's about cryptids. So
it is about cryptids.
That was a wordplay joke.
Funny.
Okay, so who's your Mount Rushmore?
My Mount Rushmore of comedy. Dave Chappelle. I think Dave Chappelle had, like, the biggest influence on me ever.
Mm-hmm.
I still quote Chappelle Show.
Well, we didn't have memes back in the day, so we all just ran around high school shouting Chappelle Show quotes at each other.
Yeah. Who else? Why am I blanking on this motherfucker's name?
All right. Well, 1 second. All right. Descriptive features.
Died of heroin overdose.
Better descriptive features. Are you shitting me?
Skinny long hair, glasses. Punchline to a joke was "fuck that, I'll just make a copy."
Mitch Hedberg.
That one. Thank you.
He wasn't that skinny. Like
no. Okay. So yeah, Mitch Hedberg. Another thing with ADHD and meds and all this other fun stuff with the bipolar disorder, I fucking brainulate all the time. I forget shit halfway through a fucking sentence. So I'm going to get to edit all that out. Probably not. I'm just going to
probably not. Leave it.
Fuck it. Leave it.
It's
raw.
honest.
Fuck y'all. Y'all asked for this. This is the real Azalea. But yeah, so Dave Chappelle, Mitch Hedberg, Robin Williams.
Of course.
George Carlin, Richard Pryor. I grew up with
4.
those.
You're at 5.
I don't give a shit. I'll keep going. But these were my big, like, comedic influences growing up. So
yeah, same. Love your cast. Chris Rock, because anybody that can take something that small-minded, bigoted, hateful, and just make it their own joke. Like, Bigger, Blacker, and Uncut is a masterclass in just, they wanna hate? Well, now anytime they say that stupid shit, they're gonna say it's my joke and look like they love me. Like, that's, so good. And Tambourine Man, and then the shit after the Will Smith bullshit.
yeah.
Because, you know, like, if anybody tries to step up on stage around any of my comics, I am going to speak my native tongue that the Marine Corps taught me under General Mathis.
Oh, Mad Dog Mattis.
The Secretary of Offense, yeah. I am just violently going to wreck them. Like, you absolutely do not get on stage. I've corrected hecklers. Like, hell, last Saturday, you know, there was a heckler for Alex McCoy shit, you know, and they're like, oh, I don't like it, you know, whatever. And I'm like, well, it's a comedy show, and you showed up halfway through the headliner set, so you're not here for comedy. So shut the fuck up, because I'm not about it. We're here. We're trying shit. You don't like it? The hardest thing you can do to a comic is silence.
Let it out.
If you don't respond at all, like groan, creak, ugh, boo, whatever, that gives us something to work with. You sit there stone face like a Japanese wrestling crowd, we got nothing. We just got to go home and listen to the voices in our head, which are way worse than you are.
Oh, yeah. I will beat myself up far worse than any crowd will.
Oh, yeah. I've done several roasts because people come out for them. And the shit I write to roast myself is usually harsher than the shit y'all write.
I'm still trying to find a niche for that. I don't know.
Devin's real good at it. Devin is real good.
Devin's got that swerve with it. I don't know where. I'm not sure where the line is.
Same, because talking shit as a normal person is one thing. Talking shit to other veterans is a whole nother matter. Like, I have literally had somebody bump into me and threaten to light them on fire, videotape it, and send it to the family during his funeral. And we laughed about it and high-fived. Apparently, you can't do that with normal folks, because dark humor, you have to have been through something as bad or worse than that in order to relate to it. If something as bad or worse hasn't happened to you, you just think we all need therapy.
Yeah. Like the camel story.
It blew them away.
That's a Patreon episode. That is not podcast episode. We're gonna have to have a whole thing of war stories with
The
Trey and Zay.
joke.
War stories with Trey and Zay. Yeah. That'll be a side stories type of thing.
That's why clean comedy is so hard, because we still have to be funny, but we can't bring our trauma in, which is
it's so washed. But it's a fun challenge to do. I'm still trying to work on actual. But then again, I don't know what's the line.
Well, that's very true. With clean comedy, everyone has a different definition and a different line. There's, you can only say fuck once. Because I remember as a kid, I used to sneak up to watch comedy. And there was this one comic. I don't remember who he was. White dude, a little chubby. And he did his whole thing. And he's like, oh my God, I only said fuck twice. And he is celebrating like he just won the lottery. And I didn't get it until I started producing comedy shows. I'm like, oh fuck. High five, motherfucker. Yes, good fucking job. But yeah, I used to sneak up and watch all the comedy specials. I snuck up and watched DC Curry's Comedy Central Presents. And I don't give a fuck. If you are a comic and you have not seen that, that is the most perfect mic technique I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. But I used to sneak up and watch all of those. But everywhere has a different view of it. Some people want absolutely no talking about sex, no cursing, no talking about bodily functions, this, that, whatever. And it's well, what do you want me to talk about? You have taken away everything. My first my first hit joke was about some stupid bitch that I gave a ride home to, pissing in my car, and she happened to piss on my W2 too. Right? After that, because I thought that one was pretty funny. After that, the next one was I saw Eddie Murphy, and he was doing an interview, and he's like, I started doing comedy at 18. I hadn't done shit in 18, so I talked about taking a shit because I hadn't done anything else. I'm like, all right, this is one of the greats. I better fucking listen because, I'm like, all right, what's the craziest shit I ever took? And it was the one at the Claremont Lounge, and that shit was a fucking hit.
Well, speaking of taking shits, I think it's time we pay some bills.
All right.
Fuck. So here is a word from the people that is going to give the podcast money.
We appreciate you.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I've got some poop jokes. Because, my bowels have been inconsistent over the years.
Dude, the IBS, like, that fucking bidet has saved me so much toilet paper. I'm not even shitting you. My whole problem is, you know what? We're going to save this. We ain't go into that. I got sprayed in the face by a bidet.
Man, okay. So, I've got 3 stories. One is the I'm not gonna make it. Then the other one was the spicy chicken story, which I've told a couple of times. People seem to like that one. But my favorite one is from the Army, and that's the seafood splatter story. That was from the Philippines.
I was having such a shit day. I don't remember what happened beforehand, but like I have the tushy, so it's like plastic hardware and shit. And I'm like, tried to scoot because my motherfucker wasn't hitting where you can feel where shit is, right? Well, it didn't. I'm the whole seat and like ka-dunk went in, and then the shit wasn't aligned. It sprayed me in the fucking face. And I'm like losing my shit for obvious reasons, and she's like, "What the hell's the matter?" So upset. No, and then I had to like turn it off and stand up and use toilet paper like a goddamn caveman.
Oh, man. What a time to be alive. The days have finally come to America.
Yeah.
We gonna take another break?
Oh, no. Just straighten it out. Well,
Nice.
I'll do what I can. Ready when you are.
I mean, we're still recording. I got all
Oh,
that.
fuck. Fucking fuck.
So I was like, are we taking a break? And I was hovering, and then you're like, nah, man, I'm just going to swap this one right on out. And I was like, okay, just let it roll.
All right, Limp Biscuit. And we're just going to keep on rolling, baby.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
What?
We don't have the rights.
Oh, my God. So, pranks are a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. And I am motioning to the 79 goddamn mini ducks that my friends hid around my house for my housewarming because, well, That's what friends do, apparently.